Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. Our teacher for this week is John Wellwood. And as always, with pretty much all the teachers that I choose to lead us into our meditation every day, there's a yearly cycle in which I get back to them and share them with you again. And with so many of them, I am kind of blown away all over again by their work. John Wellwood certainly is one of those. You would do yourself a favor to just do a search for John Wellwood, look at the books he's written, search for quotes from John Wellwood, just read through it. His work on relationships is particularly good. So John Wellwood, make sure he's on your radar. Stefan, a very good morning. Somebody, good morning. Charlene, good morning. Anthony, good morning. Danae, good morning. Linda, good morning. It is awesome having you all right here. Let's get into today's thoughts before we start meditating. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by life's experiences, to the point where closing your heart seems like the only way to cope? It's a natural instinct, this desire for self-protection. But what if I told you that shielding your heart, closing your heart, actually diminishes your experience of life itself? Hey, Michelle, good morning. It's good to see you. We sometimes have life experiences that feel too much for a heart to bear. And as a form of self-protection, it seems helpful to avoid these feelings, close our hearts and turn away. Maggie, good morning. Hello. John Wellwood says, it is only through letting our heart break that we discover something unexpected. The heart cannot actually break. It can only break open when we feel both our love for this world and the pain of this world together. At the same time, then the heart breaks out of its shell. To live with an open heart is to experience life at full strength. So I want to read that little piece again. When we feel both our love for this world and the pain of this world together at the same time. Can you resonate with that? Not turning away, not shying away, while we feel love for the world, for the humans around us, also feeling our pain for what's happening in the world at the same time. Can you hold it both? Pat, a very good morning. It brings to mind a thought that I'd have to really find. I think I'll add it into today's email. I can't remember who this was. He said, if you can hold the pain, all of the pain and the suffering in the world, yet not lift your gaze from the great eastern sun. He's also trying to explain holding both of these together. If you can hold all the pain and suffering in the world, yet not lift your gaze from the great eastern sun, then you're able to make a good cup of tea. This idea that in order to just be a healthy, whole, functioning human, we cannot shy away from pain. We have to be able to hold both. Imagine your heart as a tightly closed bud. It protects itself from the harsh realities of the world, but at the cost of experiencing its full beauty. When we open ourselves to life's joys and sorrows, the sunshine and the rain, our hearts begin to bloom. We become more compassionate, more connected to the world around us, and ultimately more alive. The alternative is a life in a state of perpetual numbness. We avoid situations that might trigger discomfort, sacrificing connection and growth in the process. This sheltered existence may feel safe, but it is a pale comparison to the vibrant tapestry of emotions that come with living with a heart wide open. We can live our lives hiding away from pain and fear, or we can live by experiencing life at full strength. Today's meditation is Tonglen. It asks us to take a look at the humans around us. And there's an acknowledgement that as humans, we are constantly the cause of one another's wounds. We can respond to life by closing our hearts, never wanting to feel hurt again, or we can trust in the strength of our hearts and make a firm decision to never live with our hearts closed, but look at every human around us and every time feel our heart opening. So if you're ready, let's go there. You can close your eyes and we'll float away on today's journey together, starting with the first few big breaths. Let's take a deep breath in and out. A deep breath in and out. A deep inhale and let it go. Deep breath in and out. One more big breath in and let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, also raise yourself up. As you breathe in, stretch out your spine, lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And once you've reached your full height, let all of it go. As you exhale, soften. As you breathe out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders, and drop your head. Continue your full body breathing, rising with every inhale and falling with every exhale. As we talk through this idea of living life at full strength, living with our hearts wide open. There is an acknowledgement, as I've already said, that our wounding is caused by the humans around us. but also the recognition that, especially as adults, there is always a co-creating happening. We tend to play our part in the wounding too. Which shines the light on. There is a two-way street here. There are things going forwards and backwards. And while we've already heard that closing ourselves up and hiding might be counterproductive, if we understand our interaction to be a co-creating, a back and forth, it also means that there's something for us to learn in the interaction. If we can get better at this, instead of just hiding, if we can participate and get better at this, there's likely to be growth for all involved. Living with your heart wide open. It does not mean living without wisdom and allowing yourself to place yourself in dangerous situation or in the presence of people who will abuse you. We can still include wisdom and realize where we need to step away. But we can step away without closing our hearts. Closing your heart just means that you are withholding yourself from life's beautiful interaction. Our journey today is a very simple one. It simply looks at the humans around us and realizes that everyone's dealing with their own stuff, their own darkness. And we can be with a human and hold the space with them, allowing them to express themselves in our presence. And this exercise tries to do the same, but with a bit more distance. Especially for those humans that we feel we need to protect ourselves from. This is a valuable exercise to remind ourselves that even if we step away, there is no need to close our hearts and withhold from ourselves the interaction of life itself. We'll do the last few big breaths of this phase together, helping our bodies stretch and adjust and settle down into as much comfort as possible for the rest of our journey. Let's take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward and roll out your neck muscles, going forward and to the left, forward and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards in big circles, nice and slow. Take a deep breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. Lean your upper body over to the left, and also lean your upper body over to the right. And then one more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Having softened our bodies into a state of presence, or at least as much as we are able to right now, we can turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. If you don't have the time to sit for the whole meditation with us, then this is always a good place to stop. But if you are here for the whole journey, then with every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a long, slow exhale. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel into your body. Feel how softness slips in and settles in every part of your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel your shoulders slowly folding. Feel your body slowly softening. And feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in. And hold. As you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath, but hold it only for as long as it feels easy, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. With your next big breath as you dive deep into you, bring this thought to the front of your mind, living with a heart wide open. Take your next big breath. This exercise literally asks you to open your heart wide to all of the humans in your life. Even if there might likely be some pain there. Shutting your heart down prevents you from experiencing the love available to you right now through your own heart. We start this journey of Tonglen as close to home as possible, literally with the people you either share a home with or used to share a home with. Bring them together in your mind. See the picture of them all. You can do this exercise for the whole group, or perhaps someone stands out for you today. Then place your attention on the one that stands out. As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, see yourself breathe in all of the dark clouds around this person or these people. Breathe them through your heart deep into your belly. And as you hold it in your belly for a little while, feel it transform. Feel how these dark clouds are transmuted by you. You are a source of light. And you are turning these dark clouds into light so that when you exhale, you breathe this light into the space around them. Watch their faces as they recognize the light around them. Take your next big breath. We'll continue making this circle wider and wider, but first just a small step. Bring all of your close family members into your picture. These are grandparents, uncles and aunts, brothers and sisters, cousins, nieces and nephews. Bring them all together in one group and see if someone stands out for you today. You can do the exercise for the whole group or for the one who catches your attention. As you take your next big breath, see yourself inhaling all of the dark clouds around them. Everyone is dealing with something. Breathe it deep into your belly. Feel your belly full. And then remember, you are a source of light. As you hold these dark clouds in your belly, you will be alchemizing it, turning it into light. And as you exhale, breathe into the space around them, love and light from your heart. Watch their faces as they recognize the light around them. Take your next big breath. We're making the circle bigger. Include your friends. Who are the people besides your family that you have gotten to know really well? These are close friends, could be colleagues too. Some of them might be friends or friends of family members, friends of your children. Could be teachers. Besides your family, who are the humans in your life that you've gotten to know well? Bring them all in a group together. See all of their faces. Perhaps someone stands out for you today, or perhaps you really have a good idea of what someone is dealing with and you'd like to do the exercise for them specifically. As you breathe in, see yourself inhale all of the dark clouds around them. Breathe it through your nose into your belly. Hold it there. Feel it warm up. You are a source of light. You are turning these dark clouds into light. And as you exhale, breathe it into the space around them. See their faces light up as they recognize the light around them. Take your next big breath. We make the circle bigger. This time include all of the faces without names that might be in your life. We all encounter many of them. It might be that you sit in your bubble at a traffic light. You become aware of the humans and their bubbles around you. It could be that you're walking in a shopping center and become aware of all these humans on their own journey, all experiencing their own things, all dealing with their own stuff. It could be the security guard that you see often, the face is familiar. The cashier, the waiter. Bring all of these humans together and do the exercise either for the whole group or perhaps one of these faces stand out today. As you breathe in, inhale all of their dark clouds, bring it into your belly, hold it and feel it warm up. Your source of light will transform it. Exhale into the space around them, light and love from your heart. Watch their faces as they recognize the light around them. Take your next big breath. And then I want to ask you to turn your attention to this group, this circle that we're all sitting in right now. A collection of really beautiful humans who show up as a source of light for the world around them. And also each dealing with things that we might know nothing about. Perhaps you have started to get to know some of the humans in the circle. Perhaps you know some of the things that some of them may be dealing with. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, inhale whatever dark clouds might surround anyone in this circle. Breathe it deep into your belly, hold it for a moment and feel how it warms up, how it transforms. And exhale light to surround every beautiful human in our circle today. Take your next big breath. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together. Slipping out of the breath holding space and into the next. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a long, slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel how softness slips in and settles in every cell of your body. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back or even lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. The core of today's message is to be deliberate about not letting past pain, past hurt, which is real. We've all suffered some matter of wounding in the past, but not to let it close your heart. To make the choice to live with a heart wide open. It reminds me also of a line from the book Shantaram, in which he says, it doesn't always help us to love the world, but that does prevent us from hating the world. A recognition that in our pain, in our wounding, shutting ourselves down doesn't serve us. It might feel protective, but it simply means that we withhold from ourselves an interaction with life itself. John Wellwood speaks about the sense that we want to protect our heart. And he says that, in truth, your heart doesn't really need the protection you think it needs. He says, it is only through letting our heart break that we discover something unexpected. The heart cannot actually break. It can only break open. When we feel both our love for this world and the pain of this world together at the same time, then the heart breaks out of its shell. To live with an open heart is to experience life at full strength. Experience life at full strength. Why would we want to do any less than experience life at full strength? We know the answer, of course. It is because experiencing life at full strength means we open ourselves to experience all of it. The pain and the happiness. The sorrow and the joy. The deepest pit of despair and the highest peak of bliss. All of it. It's okay if it takes time, small steps, to uncover and put down one layer of protection after the other. But know this while you're on your journey. your heart cannot break. When you allow yourself to feel all of it, you realize that your heart can only break open. My wish for you is that you come to know the truth of this. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for this reminder that our hearts are much stronger than we likely give them credit for. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the opportunity to practically see the truth of this idea that hearts are resilient. I see it over and over again. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for all the beautiful bringers of light with open hearts in our circle. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the courage to open our hearts again and again and again. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for bringing your big, beautiful heart into our circle. Vivian, good morning. It's good to see you. Hello, Leshna. Good morning. Robin, thank you for popping into our circle today. Thank you for those big, beautiful hearts, Maggie. Have a beautiful day, everyone. Thank you, Anthony, and Sunmarie, and Charlene, and Stefan. Trying to remember who else was in the background this morning, who I don't see at the top anymore. The regulars, Sarah, Grania. Hope you have a beautiful day with your heart wide open. Remember that everything that happens to us gives us that opportunity. The choice is what I'm experiencing can either make me shut down and shrink, or what I'm experiencing, I can choose to open through and expand. Thank you, Danae. Have a beautiful day. See you all soon. Ciao, ciao.